Hello everybody. I am on early for a change. I know last week a lot of you were asking why I didn't go live last week. Well, I wasn't feeling too well. So I want to see, hold on. I am on earlier than normal. We are checking to see if everything is right. Now let me share on Facebook that I am live. And then we'll share my group. I am live earlier than I normally am. I see we have 3 people watching. Hello to the 3 people watching. Is the chat working? I want to see if the chat's working. I know there's 3 of us watching, so I want to say hello to everybody. Today we will be coloring from Chibi Girls Horror by Jade Summer. So this is the image that we have selected. If you're not, hi Tony, how are you? Hi Lisa, I believe you're new. I didn't stream last week because my back was feeling bad. What happened was I was going through some of my stuff last week, and I want to explain what happened. I accidentally lifted a pile of books, and all of a sudden when I lifted that pile of books last week, it was like crack. I heard something give in my back like I hadn't heard that in a really long time. It wasn't like a normal back pain that I've had before, you know. I don't ever really talk about my pain issues. I do suffer. Hey Caroline Greenwood, how are you? Caroline, you're now a mod because I don't have mods here and I'm going to need a mod while I'm here. So you have been selected because I know you come to all my streams. So you are now a mod, Caroline. Don't abuse it. We're going to be coloring from Jade Summer's Chibi Girls Horror. Now, if you're not familiar with the book, it is this book. This is what the cover looks like. And all the backgrounds are black pages, which I like. So. Hey Robin, how are you? I'm good. I'm better. My back is a lot better. I was explaining before what happened I am feeling better, but it is still, certain things are still painful with my back. I don't know what I did, but I know I did something really screwy with my back. So it wasn't like a normal reaction. But what happened is, Robin knows, I was setting up to stream and then I moved something last week, and then all of a sudden I felt the crack in my back. Like I was just moving some books, and I guess the books were too heavy, or the pile that I was moving from one place to another. I felt something in my lower back give, and then I couldn't really move. I was in pain all last weekend up until Sunday night. And even Monday at work, I was in pain, you know. As some of you know, that I work for an accounting firm, so I sit a lot. And so it's really hard when you're in a lot of pain to sit for long hours. So thankfully, you know, I got to do a lot of errands on Monday for my job while I was working. So that helped me with a lot of the pain. And taking some aspirin and some painkillers helped too. So, you know, it just was a doozy. You know, I'm finally better now with my back, but my back is still not full, is not at 100%. I think it's like at 70%. So I know the back is an issue, guys. So, but who wants to see the new stuff? We got new stuff. I got new stuff to show you guys. There's new stuff. So, as some of you know, I got some new books. I'm just going to show you the new books briefly. Geomrophia by Kerby Rosanes. So this, as some of you know, was going to be Kerby's last book, and then he decided to have another one. So there is another one coming out, but I'm not really sure if I like the book or not. It's not fun. It's not fun, Robin, and it hurts like back. See, it's 2 pages. Unlike his last book. See, I like that. You could do some nice stuff with that. I've been seeing some nice stuff out of this book. Pictures, finished pictures. God bless you, Robin. That's a lot of books. So, Geomrophia. Then I got, because Shalene enabled it, We Wicked's coloring book. This was enabled by Miss Shalene, the coloring book nook. Now, this is a cute little book. And it's single-sided. This is We Wicked's by Carla Manjanga. It has some really cute stuff in it for Halloween, guys. So, this is... Robin, do you have a NetGalley / Edelweiss account? Because you read so much that I think maybe you would like to do some stuff there. I think that was cute. This is cute. This one reminds me of Anne and her love of fruit bats. I know Anne likes this one would like this one because of the fruit bats, Robin. So there's that one. I just am giving brief little ones because I don't want to take too much of the stream. Then I got the Witch coloring book because I saw Jen's flip through of this book, and this is from Coloring Book Cafe. Now some of you may know this book because you saw Jen do a flip through. Now this one has really pretty pictures in it. You got something like this. So I'm just giving little sneak peeks of books. So here's a pretty picture. Oh, that's good. Now, if you guys are wondering what Edelweiss NetGalley is like, that's a service that book bloggers take, get their digital review copies, and then if they have a blog, a YouTube channel, whatever, a Facebook or reading group or a newspaper, news article, it's how some of us book reviewers, book bloggers get our books from the publishers, because it's a lot easier to get a digital copy than it is a physical copy, even though I still buy a lot of my reading books. So a lot of us, oh guys, if you like the stream, give it a thumbs up because that helps us in the thing. So that's that. And we'll end it here. So I will be doing full flips of all these books. Wow, that's a lot of reviews in a year. Then some of you may remember this one. This is Beauty is Magic by Galina Hishini. She also did the Dark Beauty. No problem, Caroline. You take care of your stuff. You know, real life sometimes comes, and I will be doing a flip through of this one as well. But this one has some really nice pictures in it. If you saw the Dark Beauty book, I hadn't known that she had done another one. And I really like this picture. They have some really pretty pictures in here. Come on, guys. See? I just like how big the faces are in this book and how quickly everything is coming out like that. Hello, Rebecca Cox. How are you? So they have some lovely stuff in this book. And I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to end this little mini preview here for this one. So Now, I had seen some people, now a lot of you know this one, and Anne did a flip through of this one recently, so I don't think I need to do a a little preview of this one. This is another Jade Summer book called Cute Witches. This is called Cute Witches by Jade Summer. Now, a lot of you have seen this book around. It's really popular and everything. Hope the doctor's appointment goes well for you. So, it's a really cute book. I'm on early because, guys, I'm going to have to leave about 2 o'clock so I can do some grocery shopping, maybe 2:30. So I have to do a small grocery. I already went to the post office earlier today to drop some books off. What I do on occasion is, because I have so many arcs from various conventions that I go to, sometimes I don't get to read everything. So what I do on Twitter is sometimes I'll post a listing of books that I'll give away to people. What I have for giveaway, and then people tell me on Twitter what they want, and then I mail out the books to them as to give them back. You know, it's a way to give back to the book community and maybe give somebody a chance to read a book that they would really like. So you get the little preview of all the images that are in the book. This one is so cute. For Halloween, this would make a great book. I like that little broomstick one. I just like the pictures that they're doing. Yes, keep an eye on my Twitter account, Robin, because things happen on my Twitter account. And my Twitter account, if anybody is wondering, is @PrincessGrace10. It is my Twitter account. Then we'll stop there. I almost was tempted to color out of this, but because I haven't done a full flip through of this book, guys, I'm not going to color from this book. And then the last book, which I haven't seen anybody do a real flip through of this book yet. I saw some people who were coloring some images from it. This one is called Muse, but Muse coloring book. It's new, and somehow it came up in my recommended feed when I was buying books. Adding things to my cart, but I saw somebody who had done a picture in it, and it came out really lovely. So this is a brand new book. Yes, it's on Create Space paper, people. Look how lovely that picture is. It's full. Yes, someone did take pride, Robin. So then they did this one, then you did this one. This will be a perfect one for Halloween. A lot of people haven't seen this book yet because it's brand new, so I'm probably going to try and do a flip through of this one. There's some lovely images in here. As most of you know, that I do my color and chats downstairs, and I do my lives up here by my desk, so it's two different things. What did you go get in the mail? So, and this is a nice one. And we're going to end this here because I don't want to spoil the rest of the book for you guys. So, this is a lovely book, so I'm probably going to fast track the Muse one because it is a lovely book. I don't think a lot of people have seen it yet. So, we've got Polly's, Deli's, and... So let's start coloring, guys. And today we are using our Deli pencils to color her hair. And this is number 112 in my Delis. As you can tell, I'm going really light. And we're using our Deli pencils. I know I came on a little bit earlier than normal, but guys, I don't know what my schedule is going to be now because I'm going to be streaming whenever I can. There's going to be no set schedule going forward because I just can't do schedules anymore. It just doesn't work with my the way things are going to be changing in the house around my house because, you know, there are new things going on. And sorry about that, guys. My mother called. Which means she must have a list in mind for me to buy stuff. I prefer her to text me instead of doing things. She probably is texting me. She'll probably text me. Into doing stuff. She probably wants some groceries. Or wants a certain thing. You know, when you go to the store, guys, you know how it is, right? You know, when you're buying stuff for the weekend, people have different tastes, and then sometimes, you know, you want certain things. And that's a Deli pencil. Now we take the darker shade. Hold on, guys. Now I need the I need a poly. Now Polychromos. Guys, I'm just looking for what I'm looking for. Looking for the color. Can't be too dark. I'm only doing a 2-color blend, 2-color layer, maybe 3-color, and this one is Scarlet Red. Then we're going to put a dark red on top of it. But what I'm doing is creating the underlayer. Hi, Corey. You missed the new books. I came on earlier than normal. I'm not going to be having a set schedule. I'm just going to come on when I can on Fridays. And you know, I've been having some, this is Scarlet Red. And the thing about my paint issues is they were fine. I went to LA and then they, after I visited my brother in LA and got to meet my niece for the first time, who's adorable, by the way. You know, my paint issues flared up when I came back home. Is that hair? I missed that? Oh yeah, I missed that hair. My paint issues started flaring up again. They were good for a while. You know, I was good for a while, and then all of a sudden I came back from LA, and my pain issues started up again. You know, I haven't had the best of times with the way my house has been, my apartment has been. You know, one moment it's too cold, one moment it's too hot. It's never, you know, so at nighttime it gets very hard to sleep. And they say that's like one of the worst things you can do is not get enough sleep. Because then you're not thinking correctly, you can't perform correctly. And this is the Deli pencil. Looks like a Polychromos, but believe me, it's not. No, Corey. You know, it might have been picking up my niece, too. I don't know what happened last week exactly, but I was saying earlier in the stream, I was moving things around, and then all of a sudden, last week, my back acted up when I moved some books, and then I felt something in the bottom of my back just crunch, Corey. It was like a crunching sound in my back, and I knew at that point that, oh no, I did something really bad. So I knew something was wrong at that point. My niece is heavy to pick up, by the way, Corey. She looks like a little doll, but she is a fierce little girl already. I can tell. My brother's going to have his hands full with her when she gets older. So that's why I wasn't on last week, Corey. You know, a lot of people ask me why I wasn't on last week, and I was in a lot of pain last week, so it wasn't like a normal, you know, I know my limits. I've known that I've had problems for a while, and I just don't deal with them, or they don't flare up. My back is feeling a lot better, Robin. It just is, it is feeling better, so. And this is Matter, which is the dark color. Now we're going to go deep. By the way, guys, do you like this view better? If you guys like this view better, tell me. And then in November, it should be better because I think the temperatures will adjust to a normal temperature. Also, you know what's happened with the change of weather too? I got the whammy of my sinuses acting up. So sometimes when it changes season, I have a problem with my sinuses going crazy. So then they go crazy. So I got the whammy of sinuses this week. Right now it's not bothering me because I took a little something for the sinuses. And it seems to be holding up. Oh my God, Phoenix, it's so annoying to do sinus issues. It's because it's like all of a sudden, some people sometimes at work will say, what's wrong with you? And they think you're sick when you're actually not sick. It's just your sinuses are going crazy. The name of this book is Chibi Girls Horror by Jade Summer. You know what I found that helps though, Phoenix? Though with the sinus issues, is Theraflu at night. Because that'll just put you to sleep like an hour after you take it, you'll go to sleep. So I always prepare, like my mother was having some sinus issues this week, so I made her some tea, Theraflu tea. It's like it. Oh God, I hate that. Where I work, if someone's sick, we tell them to go home because there's no reason for you to be in the office. You know, you're being, and I don't want to say this to be mean or cruel, but when you're sick and you come into work, you're affecting everybody else around you. Well, if you know you're sick, or you know what it is, Corey, sometimes people don't even know they're sick, or you know what they are? They're the carrier. They present no symptoms, so they don't think they're sick. But what happens is with carriers, they don't even know that they're passing the germs on. So what you do is you wash your hands constantly with disinfectant, like Purell or something like that. I use it quite a lot. I haven't gotten a whole lot of sickness this year, so I've been very lucky. This year, you know, I don't go to the doctor too often because doctor visits are expensive. It costs me like $40 to visit a doctor. Sometimes more if it's a specialist. So I try to see, you know, I try to limit my visits to the doctor and see if it's a... You know, I'm like... And I'm gonna have to get a booster shot next year, like in the beginning of next year, for the flu. But the only thing I don't like taking up about the flu vaccine, every time I get the flu vaccine, well, I'm just talking about that. Yeah, I did earlier this year, Robin. But every time I take that vaccination, I get sick. I don't know why that is. But for me, I have everything under the sun. I'm like, if I get that vaccination, I get sick from that from the flu shot. I don't know why. If my mother gets sick, I'll get it a few days later, but not as, my mother will get it really not as bad, and then I'll get it worse. So, I don't like taking the flu shot. So my whole thing is, it would be a lot worse if I got the flu and then I didn't take the shot. So, you know, it's like a catch-22. You know, you have to take the flu shot because if you're someone who has a really weakened immune system, they highly recommend it. If you have anything that's... If you're old, they recommend it. If you have autoimmune diseases, they recommend it. You know, for people who have illnesses like cancer and things like that, they highly recommend it. These people get that. You know, things, you know. So guys, get the flu shot. Really do, you know, as a public service, guys. If you're old, you have weakened immune systems, get the flu shot, because if you come into work and you have the flu, you're gonna make everybody else sick. You know, it's just really inconsiderate not to take care of other people. Exactly. You don't want to get anybody sick. I know when I'm sick, I don't come into the office because I don't want to get sick. And right before my vacation, one of my coworkers got sick. And she got sick in the office all of a sudden. It wasn't like she came into the office getting sick. It was just like her symptoms started to show. Sorry guys, I was looking for something and now I can't find it. There it is. Sorry guys, I was looking for a cord. That's the way I am, Corey. I try to not come into the office, even if all my sick days are used up. And this is also why we have sick days, guys. Don't use sick days just because you don't feel like coming into the office. Take sick days when you really are sick, because if you use them up and then you get sick later in the year, that's going to be screwed up. Oh, Daredevil started today. So how many of you guys are going to be binging that? I'm just curious to see how many people are going to be binging. Sorry guys, I just have to put the thing in my sorry guys, I have to do that to keep the, well, I think, what is it, season 3 or is it season 4 of Daredevil? Now they're telling me I have to do something. So. And you know guys, I've had this book for a year and I haven't colored in it. And that's a shame. That I haven't colored in it at all. I thought because it's Halloween that we should color something in a Halloween-like book. This is an older one, Corey. Chibi Girl Torah. You know, there's some old Jade summer books that I don't have because by the time I found out about her, those books were already sold out. So there's some old ones that I would like to get, but they're gone now and they're out of print. So it's a shame that they don't want to reprint them. So we made her hair a little darker than normal. That's good. And notice, guys, these are Polychromos delis on Create Space paper. So I want you guys not to be afraid to use your art pencils on Create Space paper. Don't be afraid of using them. Tombows. Irojitens. I think I don't have Vampires 2, but I have Vampires 1. And this is Tombow, and this is Parrot Green in my Tombows. They're affordable if you get them individual sets, or if you buy them as a pack. You can buy them on regular Amazon, Robin. Hold on, Robin. Robin, they're worth every penny of them, and they're a good pencil. You guys are not sure what the... Hold on, Robin, let me get you a link to the Tombows. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the Council Art pencils, Corey, just because I have so many sets, and right now my goal is to get either the Pablos or to get the Holbeins first. That's what I really want to get first. I'm just sending you a link, Robin, to get the pencils if you want to look at them. I'm just getting Robin a link, guys. I'm just typing up a link for Robin, guys, if you want to get that for the Irojitens. That's where you would get them. So you want to click on that. I haven't even done much with them yet, so the thing with me is every time I get a set, I have to get a new case for them. And they're cheaper than most people think they are. Don't think because that the, you know, oh, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. You know, I say actually, guys, when you look at pencils, really look at what you like first of all. Do you like a harder pencil? Do you like a softer pencil? Oh, guys, I forgot to show you one thing. I did actually get some new markers, and I forgot to show you them. As some of you know, these were enabled by Miss Ann Siggers of A Colorful Life. These are the Amazon Basic markers. That I got. I forgot to show them. Here. I forgot to show the Amazon Basic markers. Now, I keep my, like, pencils that I don't know what I'm going to do with them in here. Like, as you can see, I have, this pencil is a Light Fast Derwent pencil that I got from Colored Pencil magazine. Now, this is what introduced me to Soho pencils. These I got from a art box. I don't remember which one. These are the Derwent Graphic, Derwent drawing pencils. These two. These are Caran d'Ache Supra colors that I keep in here. These are the Caran d'Ache Supra colors that I got from a friend. Miss Corey gave me those. Bye, Rebecca. So if you were on the Facebook groups, you saw that. And this is Aqua. Hi, Jack. Sorry, guys. I like, if you guys have a lot of pencil sets like I do, I like this one. This is the Faber Castell Trio sharpener. It's a very good sharpener because it has like something for the bigger ones, something for the smaller ones. You know, it has a good lead for it. So that's what I like to use to sharpen some of my pencils. Don't get me wrong, I like my M&Rs, but so can we do that? Someone asked me, how do you do skin tone with Tombows? Now, that's a good question because you can do skin tone a lot of different ways. Did it just buffer? Did my picture just buffer, guys? Because My phone went weird for a second or two. You know, I am like that person who likes pencils, but there's certain things I picked this because I thought it would be good. And a nice little gel pen. If you guys are having problems with your resolution, guys, if you're having problems with your resolution, just put the gear up to 720. So. And this is, I think, a yellow. No, this is a yellow in my Prismas. And I'm going to show you guys something that I don't really do too often with skin tone. So I'm going to take out some Tombows so you guys can see how to do skin tone with them. Hold on. Apricot. So the other day I was playing with this a little bit. Ecru. Gamboge. And Cameo Pink. So we're gonna do the skin tone rather than doing the skin tone in Prismas. Mind you, I haven't tested how to do skin tone in this book with the Tombows. So, just so you guys know, I have my neighbor's cats. They're sitting on my bed right now, guys, and I don't know how to turn the camera so you can see how pretty they are. But they are pretty. I am minding them. So, the first color we laid down is Ecru. And we very lightly do this. Because it's a very light color. And I experimented the other day with these on one of the thinner paper books on how to do it. Hi, Ken. You do this first. Put the Ecru down there. So since that color's down, I put that to the side. So I know I've used it. The next color is going to be our apricot color. Look, Sammy, sharp point. Then we put the apricot on light. Oh, I forgot her ear. Hold on, I have to put her ears. I forgot to do her ears in Ecru. Well, you always forget something when you're coloring. And you know, when you're not coloring online, it's actually funny because I don't forget that, but when I color online, I tend to forget that. This is apricot. I learned how to do skin tones with Prismas first, but once I learned how to do something with Prismas, I can kind of convert the formula to doing it with on other mediums and other pencils. So Prismas are very good pencils for me to learn how to do them. by Phoenix. So they're really a good solid pencil to learn how to do everything. So then we took the Ecru, and then I take my shell pink. No, this is cameo pink. Take my cameo pink. You know, I don't mind Create Space paper, actually. Bye, Robin. Oh, Robin's not leaving. I meant bye, Phoenix. Why did I say that? I'm sorry, Robin. I didn't mean that. So, you know, I also took some time to deplug, and I wasn't around as much as I normally am. But that was just because I was in a lot of pain, so. And I just wanted to, you know, have the thing, you know, I wasn't at a lot of people's streams. You know, there were some people that I did go to their streams, and then there were some people that I didn't go to, and it wasn't personal or anything like that, guys. So then I'm going to sharpen this one, which is the Gamboge. Now, Gamboge is like a light peach, darker peach color. So, you know, I think I've improved a lot as a colorist, and then you did this. This is the final layer. And I'm going to make a suggestion, guys. When you're doing skin tone or learning how to do skin tones, one thing that I recommend, guys, is use your cheaper books. Because use the books that you have, or play with them or a skin combination in a sketchbook. Just because that helps you learn what blends work, what colors work together, what doesn't work together. And you know, someone was saying they couldn't do Tombows. I want to learn how to do those things that Sammy does with the little undertones and things like that. And don't get me wrong, guys, I love coloring with pencils, but I also like coloring with markers, brush pens, other things too, you know? When I started coloring with other mediums other than pencils, I was nervous about doing it because it wasn't my, you know, was not something that I was used to doing. But you get used to doing other things with them. And honest to God, when I stepped away from pencils and then I came back and I started learning how to color different things, it became a totally different ball game as to how to color. Now, what color should we make her outfit, guys? Blue, green, purple, orange, yellow. I'm thinking her vest should be orange and then her pants should be blue. Her pants definitely should be blue. pencil blue. Oh, and everybody, if you guys don't know what these are Muji's. And they're a brand new pencil. I got these at the airport. I am going to order another set of these, but I'm going to order the full set of 60. And they come in a tube like this. The tube is really nice. So and you can blend and you can layer the Tombows. They do. Their pencils are nice too. And they've lowered the price down on them too, Corey. So Corey, have you been watching American Horror Story? I have not. I didn't see that there, but maybe that's just because I didn't have a whole lot of time. I saw these and I fell in love with these actually while I was on vacation. On vacation, I had bought my last night. Wednesday's episode was amazing. It went an hour and 20 minutes, Corey, but I'm not going to discuss it because I don't want to give you spoilers. I know, but I ordered most of my stuff from Amazon anyway, Corey. I mean, right now I'm not buying it. You know, right now it looks like I'm buying the same amount of stuff, but really, the books that I bought were not a lot of money. The Geomrophia was probably the most expensive book, and that was on pre-order. Also, guys, I have a pre-order of World of Flowers. I love Johanna Basford. You know, Johanna Basford was my first coloring book, so, you know, they have it on demand, Corey. If you have a cable company that has it on demand, you can watch. But for this season, Corey, you must watch 1, 3, and 5. 1, 3, and 5 are definite must, guys. If you're watching American Horror Story and you haven't watched it before, that's all I'm going to say, that you must watch it. Now I'm going lighter pressure to add dimension to it. It's the same color as this. It's just a trick of shading. Oh, I don't know how the fire stick works, but okay, that sounds interesting. Hi, Katrina. So then we do that. I think I'm going to do this green. This is going to be, no, you know what? We're going to do this green and orange. And these are Muji pencils. These are Muji pencils, and I really like them. They're nice. I've actually used these on the higher end books, but I haven't used these yet on the... I think they're about $27 now, Corey. No, I bought this on sale at the airport, so, you know. No, they're not bad, and they, you know, a lot of people don't use these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use up this set first, Corey, and then when I'm out of this set, I'll buy the full set. They were a lot more money a few more months ago, so. I think I messed up some more of the hair. I think there was more hair actually, some. My little girl's almost done. I'm just sure enough that there's no. Also, guys, don't be afraid to use your stuff. You know, I'm a firm believer that you guys should use your stuff that you have. You know, you paid all this money. Why not use it? Yes, some of it is expensive, but you know what? At least you're using what you paid for. Okay, guys, what color should her sneakers be? What color should her sneakers be? I'm thinking the laces should be orange. I'm going to use a lot of orange in this picture, but the laces will be orange. I know that going forward. Hi, Bunny. Hi, Mimi. How are you? Everybody, welcome Mimi, who's also known as Bunny Bird Gator. She does a terrific job. She does a bunch of Dollar Tree hauls on her channel. Um, just things that and she does live streams when she goes to the dollar stores. How are you? If you guys haven't checked out Bunny Bird's channel, guys, you really should. It's an amazing channel. It's a fun channel. And then we'll do a light blue. Oh yes, she does have stationary hauls, and she does. I believe her kids from time to time go on her channel. I think Gator is cute though. Her little guy is really cute. So we did the little girl now. Thank you. This is from Chibi Girls Horror by Jade Summer. It's a lot. I really I love Jade Summer, and I thought this would be a perfect book since it was Halloween themed. Just getting some colors that I need for the next part of the thing. Back to irritants. No, sometimes I straight color, sometimes I layer and blend, you know. For me, layering and blending was always the toughest thing to do. And then I started watching other people doing it, and then I really liked it. And I must credit Jennifer Stay for a lot of things, because Jennifer Stay really helped me with a lot of the things that I like to color. So the first color we're laying down for the thing will be the house. Will be the bricks here. So the first color I'm laying down is Bamboo in the Tombow set. We're gonna be on till 2:15, guys, so as you notice that I am only just putting on a very basic layer. Don't be afraid, guys, to play with your books either. And the nice thing about the Jade Summer books is that there's 2 copies of each image, so even if you screw up, you get to color it again. Or if you want to color it a totally different way, you can do that. I find that if I have to make the time, Bunny. I haven't been blogging on my book blog, so it kind of was like, it's like for me, it's the reverse. Where I have to try and find time to read again. Because the coloring channel is actually, I love doing this, guys, I really do. But, you know, I've neglected my book blog. So, you know, it's kind of like, I have to try and reach a balance with both the coloring and reading. So, it's, I am going very light with the base layer. You understand what I'm saying, Mimi, that it's hard to balance everything because, you know, and then, you know, what happens sometimes. Real life happens too, and sometimes there are things in life that you don't plan for. You know, and I don't think I'm going to go out to California again to see my brother for a while because it's hard for me to do a 6-hour flight. I had a hard time on that flight. You know, for me, I don't like flying. I have anxiety about flying. And all the things that can go wrong. Maybe because I watch too many shows that show what went wrong with this person when they went flying this thing. See, now we laid down the base for that. Now this color is called Maple Sugar and it's D4 on the Tombows. You see I'm just going lightly over it. Well, my mother has gotten into, some of you may know this, but I call it Murder Channel. It's called Investigation Discovery. And what it is basically police cases, suspense things, you know. They have different series. So one of the things that she watches is Homicide Hunter, Beware Thy Neighbor, and things like that. So. This is how you blend, and this is how I blend with Tombows. Now, this might not work for you. This is how it works for me, so... You know, what works for one person may not work for everybody else, but this is the way that I do it. These actually were a lot less expensive when I bought them. They are a Japanese pencil, but they have increased in price for some weird reason, because when I bought them, they were like $50, $60 for the set of 3. And I do have backup pencils, so don't worry if you see my Tombows get really short, because I used up my pencils until I can no longer use them. But I did buy a backup set a few months ago, backup sets still, because I like them, and I always like to have backup sets of everything I use. For the most part, the only things that I don't have backups for yet are Soho pencils. So, it's just a matter of finding. And I have to go back on a budget, so. I'm not getting the Clara Makova book right away. I'm going to actually wait for that to be on Amazon in a few weeks. Just because it's easier for me to have not deal with the shipping. And then, you know, when I buy from Amazon, I always feel good about buying from Amazon. Do I have problems here and there with it? Yeah, sometimes things get damaged in the mail, but they don't. See, if I was to buy the Clara Makova book, it would be like $40 with shipping. I think 40 something plus dollars with shipping and handling. And Linda Ravencroft is supposed to have a new book out, but it's a limited edition. So I'm like 50-50 on the book because it is a lot of money. Okay, it's getting a little dull, which means I must sharpen it. And, you know, this is going to be my first picture that I colored in this book. I've had this book for well over a year now, colored in it. But, you know, I figured now this, because it's Halloween. Bye, Mimi. Have a wonderful day. So you can see that it gives a nice and guys, I do have a wish list on Amazon for both books and supplies. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, I'll post a link after the live is over for the books that we bought, that I got, and other things that we do. And now the next color, this is the final color, which is called Cinnamon. This is Cinnamon, and this number is DL2 in the Tombows. Can you get this color combination in other things? Probably, but I haven't actually seen a brand that colors like the Tombows. But you have to remember, when you're dealing with the Tombow Irritants, they are a little bit of a harder pencil. They do take time to learn. There is a learning curve with these pencils. I'm not going to lie, it took me a long time to learn how to use these pencils. They are harder lead pencil. Also, the thing about them is that the colors are more muted when you use them. So, you know, keep things in mind when you're thinking about buying them. Also, the last 2 days after work, I've had to ice my hand because I did an excessive amount of key punching. At one point, I was like to my supervisor, I need to take a break, so I'm going to get out so the other girl can do her part of the book that she needs to do. And then I went to the, you know, to the bank, so it worked out well. But still, it's never good when you're working. Hi, Erica. So we're gonna stay on until I finish doing the... And once I'm done applying all the things there, then we're gonna, like, once I'm done with this part of it, then we're gonna end the stream, guys. So I'm not ending it yet because we need to finish doing this, so. And then next stream we'll continue with it. So I like the look of this. These pencils work really great as layering pencils. So do my Lyras. I'm not going to lie, but my Lyras do not like Create Space paper. These pencils don't have a problem with Create Space pencil. This is Chibi Girls Horror by Jade Summer. Erica. I gotta sharpen this up again because it's getting dull. And these books are not a lot. You know, to me, I love Jade Summer because the books are not a lot of money. And you get a lot of pictures in them. Now, Jade Summer is not a real person. It is actually the name of the imprint that they do from the Fritz and Brothers. I have been on about, according to my thing, I've been on about an hour and 20 something minutes. We started early today, Gail. I started a little bit early because I have things to do, so that's why we started a little bit earlier. So as soon as I'm done doing all this wood, and yeah, it's a team of two brothers, Eric and Nick. Now, if you join the Facebook group, Jade Summer has a there's two Facebook groups for Jade Summer. I had one, but I was told very nicely, I was asked very nicely by the publisher to take down mine because it was a fan-based one and they didn't want that group because they said it was interfering with their group and that they would like to be the only two groups. So I took that group down. They have a feedback group which you get advanced images and people actually contribute to what works and what doesn't work. And people vote on things there. And then they have the one that's for you to post the finished images and things like that. So there's two official ones. I don't know about unofficial ones because they don't like unofficial ones. But I do love the art. Don't get me wrong. I think Jade Summer is amazing. I love the imprint. I love the pictures. I almost did a, I was kind of torn between what I would do today before I started the stream. I was going to do something from the Chinese coloring book, and then I said, you know what, it's Halloween. Let's do something more that's in the theme of this month, you know, because October is Halloween, and I wanted to do something that was maybe a little bit more fun and that people would enjoy more. And this will conclude part 1 of it. I like the bricks. I like how the bricks came out, guys. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching this stream. I know I came on early, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching it and joining me today. I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. And have a happy weekend. I have a couple of them, but the one that we were going to do before we leave, guys, this was what we possibly would have done. And this was Rotog Lady. Rotog Lady. And the picture that we were going to work on possibly, hold on, I'm trying to look at it, would have been this one. Possibly. We would have done her. So that's what we would have done. But next month is Mardell Rubio month, so I hope you guys enjoy this stream. This is what we would have done. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.